this is Scott from Scott Shop Media. Today is Tuesday, August 25th, and this is what is happening on the mountain. A brief summary of what we're going to talk about today, in case you only have a couple of minutes to follow along. There are a handful of Caltrans projects going on today, tomorrow as well, mostly affecting State Routes 18 and 38. There will be a small project on State Route 138 tomorrow as well. So if you'd like more details about that, those closures and projects, stick around after this and we'll go into greater detail. Weather's looking great this week. Nice weather forecasted through the weekend. There are currently no warnings, watches, or advisories issued. There are no fires burning on the mountain. You might be able to see some drift smoke from fires burning up north. Two of the largest fires in the state's history are currently burning up in the Bay Area. And that smoke could definitely be drifting our way, making it not only visible, but you might even be able to smell it. As a result of the warm summer and the drying out of the fuel moistures, the San Bernardino National Forest just upgraded our fire danger level to extreme, which is not uncommon for this time of year. So expect to see some additional fire restrictions implemented as a result of that. We've had 8 crimes reported across the mountain in the last 72 hours. Again, if you'd like more details on those, I'll go into give you some more information on them later on. There's currently just one Edison power outage affecting about 26 customers on the mountain right now, and 10 new COVID cases reported across the mountain over the weekend. So that was a brief 2-minute summary, and now for some greater details, if you'd like to stick around. Starting with traffic on the mountain, currently there are 3 Caltrans projects that are continuing that will have you delayed as one lane is blocked, and you'll have either a pilot car or a flagger intermittent traffic control. So through the Arctic Circle on State Route 18, in the Big Bear area on State Route 18, and then lower here between Angeles Oaks and Seven Oaks on State Route 38 for various projects. Most of those will be completed by 3 or 4 o'clock today, and then again, most of these projects will continue through tomorrow. There was a traffic accident reported at 12 o'clock today over here between Onyx Summit and Sugarloaf on State Route 38. A car went over the side. There were no injuries. The driver fled. They did have the roadway closed for a brief period as they recovered the vehicle, but the roadway is now open. There still might be some emergency vehicles on scene as they investigate this accident. So along with the cone zones, just pay attention to those emergency vehicles. Weather's going to look great through the weekend. No hazardous weather reported, no watches, no advisories, no warnings. Highs will be in the upper 70s to low 80s all week. Seems like the monsoonal moisture has left the area and there's no forecasts for thunderstorms in our immediate future. No fires burning on the mountain. There is drift smoke possible, however, from fires burning in Northern California. And the 2 of the top, it was on Saturday, 2 of the top 10, but I believe they've grown significantly, over 1.5 million acres combined, which would put both of those fires up north as probably number 2 and number 3 and the largest fires in California's history, and they are both burning simultaneously. So as a result of that, we will get some drift smoke. It won't be too bad. Air qualities remain pretty healthful for today, and possibly tomorrow might get a little less healthy as the smoke enters the area. And not only will that smoke be visible, but you might even be able to smell it as well. There is no Santa Ana winds forecasted in our area, but as the summer wears on, our fuel moisture is drying out, and the Forest Service just elevated our fire danger from very high to extreme, which is not uncommon for this time of year, but we can expect to see some additional restrictions put in place, and this might also open us up for some additional fire resources on our mountain, at least fire resources staying on the mountain when there are fires burning in other areas. The long range forecast remains the same through the month of August and into September. We're about average as fire risk goes, and then as the Santa Anas pick up in the fall, September, October, November, we can expect to see an increase in our fire danger. 8 crimes reported across the mountain in the last 72 hours or so. In Crestline, we had an assault with a deadly weapon against a sheriff deputy. A person presented a knife. Not sure if there's any injuries associated with that, but the person was taken into custody over there on Laurel Lane. Not too far away on Knoll Drive, there was a residential burglary during the daytime, and it looks like maybe a door or window was left open or unlocked. Also in Crestline, there was a vandalism over $400 on Straightway. Up in the Arrowhead Highlands, there was another assault with a deadly weapon, something other than I think it was hands and fists. Again, not sure if there was any injuries associated with that, but that was over there on State Route 199. Over in Fawnskin, there was grand theft of a boat, or grand theft from a boat, yard, or a residence on North Shore Drive. In Sugarloaf, there was an arrest made for driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs on Baldwin Lane. Not too far from there, another arrest made for DUI for drugs on Green Spot. And lastly, over in the Irwin Ranch Woodlands area, there was an arrest made for disturbing the peace on 5th Lane. Only one power outage to report today over here in Skyland area of Crestline. Currently 26 customers are without power as Edison crews work to upgrade the power cables, and that work is expected to be done by 4 o'clock today. And lastly, COVID-19 updates. Over the weekend, we had 10 new cases reported across the mountain. Angeles Oaks currently have 2 cases. Big Bear City remains 35, Big Bear Lake 46. Blue Jay still has 11 with 1 death. Cedar Glen 5. Crestline has 3 new cases, bringing the total to 64. 2 cases now reported in Fawnskin, bringing their total to 2. Forest Falls remains 3. Green Valley Lake stays at 2. New case reported in Lake Arrowhead, bringing the total to 12. 1 case in Rem Forest. 25 cases, so 2 new cases in Running Springs, 1 new case in Sugarloaf, bringing the total to 13, and 1 new case in Twin Peaks, bringing the total to 9, along with their 1 death. So a total of 230 cases reported across the mountain, almost half and half. I'll send out the breakdown, community breakdown, Big Bear Valley versus Rim, and a total of 5 deaths reported across the mountain. Again, this is Scott from Scott Shot Media, and this is what is happening on the mountain. And feel free to share this with your friends, like us on Facebook, or follow along on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or Periscope at Scott Shot Media. Have a great day.